press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students, so welcome to the discussion on the NEET and G test. Fifth, first question number 46 is complete the given reaction. So 2mn plus 2 plus 5 1 plus 8H2O will give rise to so 2 ಇಲ್ಲಿ second one ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So first one ಯಾವುದು match the following type ಇದು so ಇದನ್ನ fill in the blanks ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. 2 second one plus 10 third one plus 4H plus. So what is the first one, second one and third one? So look at the given options. So first one is that this is the manganese. So manganese in plus 2 state. So which reacts with ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ manganese ಇಲ್ಲಿ permanganate reaction ಆಗಬೇಕು. Mn+2 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. Mn+2 reacts with 1 ಅಂದ್ರೆ manganese in +1 state +2 state ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಂಗನೀಸ್ ಇನ್ +1 +2 ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ 1 ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಸೊ 1 ಈಸ್ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಇದೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 1 ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ 1 ಈಸ್ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಇದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಸಲ್ಫರ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು S2O8 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಪರ್ಮಾಂಗನೇಟ್ 1 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, MnO4- ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 2. ಇದು MnO4- ಆದ್ರೆ MnO4- ಆದ್ರೆ ದೆನ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಏನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ S2O8 ಬಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 5 ಸಲ್ಫರ್, ಹಿಯರ್ 10 into 2 20 ಸಲ್ಫರ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೈ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ದೆನ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ S2O8 is given, ಥಯೋಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಪರ್ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಪರ್ಸಲ್ಫೇಟ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ S2O8 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಒನ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ ದ ಗಿವನ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಮಾಂಗನೇಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಿಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ MnO4- permanganate, MnO4 not -2 -1. And so here 5 into 2 10 sulfur. So here third one is sulfate, 10 moles ಇದೆ, 10 sulfur. So here 5 sulfur. Your option is second one. This is correct. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದೇ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ thiosulfate converted into sulfate. Clear? So 5 moles of thiosulfates converted into 10 moles of sulfates. Clear? So hence your answer is second one. So second option is right for question for the given question. Second one is right. Next question. Next question is arrange the oxides of manganese according to the increasing acidic strength. According to the increasing acidic strength. So here oxidation state of the oxygen atom boson increases. So as the oxidation state increases, acidic strength also increases. So as the oxidation state increases, acidic strength also increases. increases. So your option is MnO. In MnO, oxidation state is +2. In Mn3O4, in Mn3O4, oxidation state is 8/3. So here +2, here 8/3. 8/3 means 2 point something. Then in Mn2O3, so here oxidation state is +3. So here +8/2, +2. The third one, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ first option ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು. The third one, MnO2. So in manganese dioxide, oxidation state is +4. Clear? Then in the last one, Mn2O7, so oxidation state is +7. So therefore, as the oxidation state of manganese goes on increases, the acidic strength also increases. For this reason, so for the question number 47, your option is first one. Option 1 is the correct answer. Next question. Clear? So 47 ga first option is right. Next question. Next question. Which of the following reactions involved in the preparation of potassium dichromate from chromite ore? So in the extraction of potassium dichromate from chromite ore, that involves 3 steps. So first step is given. First step is the chromite ore is roasted with soda ash to form sodium chromate. First equation is right. So FeCr2O4, it is roasted to form Na2CrO4. So this is the roasting process. Clear? So therefore the first one is right. Second one, sodium chromate. This sodium chromate is treated with an acid to form sodium dichromate, Na2Cr2O7. So therefore the second one is also correct. In the third one, sodium dichromate is treated with a saturated solution of potassium chloride. Sodium dichromate is also converted into K2Cr2O7, potassium dichromate. Clear? So hagadre, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ chromite ore, roasted sodium chromate in acid medium, sodium dichromate to potassium dichromate. Hence your option is fourth option. So in the fourth option, so first one, second one, third one, so all are correct. Clear? So for the question number 48, so option fourth one is right. Next question. What happens when potassium iodide reacts with acidic solution of potassium dichromate? We know that potassium dichromate is an oxidizing agent. Clear? Potassium dichromate is an oxidizing agent. K2Cr2O7 in the presence of an acid medium, H2SO4, that reacts with potassium iodide to form. So here iodide is oxidized by dichromate to form iodine, and at the same time dichromate is converted into Cr2SO4 thrice chromic sulfate, and along with the formation of potassium sulfate, K2SO4, then so chromic sulfate, potassium sulfate, along with the formation of H2O, then I2. So therefore, acidified dichromate that oxidizes potassium iodide, so iodide to iodine. Potassium iodide to iodine. And also in this reaction, so iodine is liberated. First option, iodine is liberated. That is correct. Second option, chromic sulfate is formed. That is also correct. Third one, potassium sulfate is formed. That is also correct. So your option is fourth one. So fourth option is right for question number 49. Clear? Next question. So now observe madre. Select 49 ge fourth option. Next question. Number of moles of potassium permanganate that are needed to react with 1 mole of ferrous oxalate. 1 mole of ferrous oxalate in acid medium. So potassium permanganate, number of moles of 1 mole ferrous oxalate, FeC2O4, 1 mole ferrous oxalate that requires how many moles of KMNO4 anta kelidare in acid medium. In acid medium. Clear? So how many number of moles of permanganate that will be needed to react with 1 mole of oxalate. So in this reaction, ferrous ion is oxidized to ferric ion by the loss of 1 electron. By the loss of 1 electron. Then oxalate ion C2O4 minus 2 that is converted into CO2 and 2 electrons. 2 electrons. So totally 3 electrons are lost from ferrous oxalate. Ferrous oxalate. But dichromate, so look at the Cr2O7 minus 2. Dichromate in acid medium, H plus, the gains electrons converted into 2Cr plus 3 plus 7s2. So how many number of electrons required? Just electrons ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ number of electrons required ಎಷ್ಟಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? So 14H plus ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 electrons required. 6 electrons required. So the change in the oxidation number ಇಲ್ಲಿ plus 6 to plus 3 for 1 chromium. For 2 chromium 6 electrons. 6 electrons ಬೇಕು. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು? 1 electron. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು? 2 electrons. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೀವು ಫೆರಸ್ ಆಕ್ಸಲೇಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಸಲೇಟ್ ಇಂದ 2 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು 6 ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಲೇಟ್ ಅಯಾನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ C2O4 minus 2 to form 2CO2 plus 2 electrons. 6 electrons it is multiplied by 3. Under 3 moles oxalate ion required. 3 moles oxalate ion required. Oh, sorry. So that is for not for the dichromate. So for permanganate. So not the dichromate, permanganate. So permanganate MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5 electrons converted into Mn plus 2 plus 4H2. So 5 electrons required. So here only 2 electrons. So here 2 electrons. Oxalate ion, ferrous oxalate. Oxalic acid or oxalate ion that is converted into 2CO2 and 2 electrons. Still 2 electrons. It is multiplied by 5. Multiplied by 5. 5 into 2, 10. This is multiplied by 2. 2 into 5, 10. So therefore in this case, so 5 mole C2O4 minus 2. And for permanganate is 2 moles MnO4 minus. This is for the oxidation of oxalate ion. So for, say the one the case are. So for ferrous ion, so Fe plus 2 converted into Fe plus 3 plus 1 electron. Same permanganate MnO4 minus plus 8H plus 5 electrons converted into Mn plus 2 plus 4H2. ಇಲ್ಲಿ observe ಮಾಡಿ. So this is multiplied by 5 electrons, 5 electrons. Clear? 1 mole permanganate MnO4 minus 1 mole, 5 mole Fe plus 2. So totally 5 mole oxalate, 5 mole Fe plus 2. So 5 moles of FeC2O4 that reacts with here 1 mole, here 2 moles. So 2 moles and 1 moles. Totally 3 moles MnO4 minus. Your question is number of moles of permanganate required to react with 1 mole oxalate. So 5 mole oxalate requires 3 moles. 1 mole oxalate requires. Therefore, for 1 mole oxalate, so 3 divided by 5. 3 by 5 moles of permanganate. Clear? So this is very important. So because we know that both ferrous ion and oxalate ion are oxidized by permanganate. Eradu kuda oxidation ಆಗ್ತವೆ. Both oxalate and ferrous ion. Eradu oxidation ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ so 5 moles of ferrous oxalate that requires 3 moles of permanganate. Therefore 1 mole of oxalate requires 3 by 5 moles of permanganate. Clear? So your answer is first option. So for the question number 50, first option is correct. Clear? ನೋಡಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರೆ 3 by 5. So first option 3 by 5 is there. That is one option. Next question. Acidified dichromate reacts with potassium iodide to iodine. What is the oxidation state of chromium in the products of the reaction? The acidified dichromate that oxidizes potassium iodide to iodine. Potassium iodide to iodine. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಡೈಕ್ರೋಮೇಟ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೈಸಸ್ potassium iodide to iodine. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಏನಿದೆ, what is the oxidation state of chromium in the products of the reaction? Dichromate. So iodide that is oxidized to iodine, it loses 2 electrons. So 2I minus. Dichromate Cr2O7 minus 2 in the presence of H plus gains 6 electrons converted into 2Cr plus 3 plus 7H2. So overall equation is dichromate to 2Cr plus 3, iodide to iodine. So overall equation Cr2O7 minus 2 plus 14H plus 2I minus. So this is multiplied by 3 to cancel the number of 6 electrons. So 3 into 2 means 6I minus to form 3I2 plus 2 Cr plus 3 plus 7H2. Clear? So oxidation state of chromium is plus 3. Oxidation state of chromium is. And in acid medium, dichromate oxidizes iodide to iodine, and at the same time, dichromate itself reduced to green colored chromic salt. So in chromic salt, the oxidation state of chromium is plus 3. So therefore, for the question number 51, so your answer is third one. So third option is right. In third option, plus 3 oxidation state. Clear? Next. Question number, next question. In the dichromate anion, Cr2O7 minus 2, option is all CRO bonds are equivalent, 6 CRO bonds are equivalent, 3 CRO bonds are equivalent, no bonds in Cr2O7 minus are equivalent. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈಕ್ರೋಮೇಟ್ ಅಯಾನ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈಕ್ರೋಮೇಟ್ Cr. So here one oxygen atom, So here 1O, again Cr. So Cr, Cr, O, O. Here also O, here also O, again 1O. Clear? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ dichromate ion -2. So in this case, these two CRO bonds are identical. These two are identical, and the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 CRO bonds are identical. So all the CRO bonds are identical. 6 CRO bonds. So these are identical. Clear? ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇವು ಮಾತ್ರ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಈಕ್ವಾಲೆಂಟ್. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And also these two CRO bonds are identical. So this oxynoatom, it acts as a bridge between two chromium. These two are identical, or these 6 are identical. Clear? So hence your option is, so for the question 52, second option is correct. Clear? Second option is correct for, second one is correct for question number 52. Next question. Which of the following has no unpaired electrons but is colored? But it is colored. We know that in general, not observe, in general, dichromate. So in dichromate, K2Cr2O7, oxidation state of chromium is +6. So in +6, 3d0 configuration, no unpaired electron, but it is orange red color. But it is orange red. So no unpaired electron, orange red color is potassium dichromate, and also potassium permanganate, KmNO4. That is also in this case +1 oxidation state, Vd0, and so then the oxidation state of manganese is +7. Clear? So this is pink in color. So that is why for the question number 53, so first one is right. It has no unpaired electron, but it is colored. Color is due to, it is due to charge transfer. Charge transfer. Color is due to charge transfer. Color of KmNO4 is also due to charge transfer. Clear? So therefore for the question 53, first option is right. Next question. Which of the following lanthanide ion is paramagnetic? Which of the lanthanide ion is paramagnetic? So Ce +4, 4F0 configuration. 4F0. So ytterbium in +2 state is 4F14 configuration. Then lutetium +3 is 4F14 configuration. Uranium +2 is 4F7 configuration. So it has unpaired electron. So hence your option is right. So fourth option is correct, third option wrong, second option wrong, first option is also wrong. So for the question 54, fourth option is correct. Europium has exactly half filled configuration, 4F14. Europium in +2 state, 4F7. There are 7 unpaired electrons. It is paramagnetic. Clear? Next question. Lanthanide contraction is due to increase in, ನೋಡಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, lanthanide contraction is due to increase in, ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೋ, lanthanide contraction ಏನ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ, ಯಾಕೆ lanthanide contraction ಆಗ್ತದೆ? Atomic number increases, right? As the atomic number increases, newly added electrons entering into newly added electrons are entering into anti-penultimate 4f subshell. Clear? So with the increase in atomic, that is right. But ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ. Effective nuclear charge, that is the right answer. So for the question number 55, second one is right. So effective nuclear charge, as effective nuclear charge increases, the electrons in 4f sublevel increases, shading effect, poor shading effect, therefore the nuclear charge dominates, the size of the atom goes on decreases, electron cloud shrinks, size decreases, that is Lanthanide contraction due to poor shielding effect of electrons shown in f orbitals. Clear? So hence for the question number 55, second option is right. Clear? Second option is right for question number 55. Next question. Compound oxidation state shown by lanthanides in their compound Cs. So question number 56. So common oxidation state. Common oxidation state is +3. So common oxidation state in the lanthanides. In lanthanides, that is +3. So hence for the question number 56, second option is correct. Second option is correct. ಇಲ್ಲಿ common oxidation states ನೋಡ್ರೆ common oxidation state shown by lanthanides is +3. Clear? ನೋಡ್ರಿ +3 is the common oxidation state. That is why your option is for the question 56, second option. Next, let us move on to the another question. Composition of mixed metal. ನೋಡಿ composition of mixed metal ಅಂದ್ರೆ so these are all magnesium based alloys. Mixed metal ಗೆ magnesium based alloys. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರ applications important ಇಲ್ಲಿ composition of mixed metal ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ so 95% lanthanides. ನೋಡಿ question number 57, mixed metal. 5% lanthanide wrong, 95% actinoid wrong, 95% lanthanides, that is right. So third option, 95% lanthanides, 5% iron, and traces of sulfur, carbon, calcium, and aluminum. Sulfur, carbon, calcium, and aluminum. Clear? So third option is right for question number 57. Note, observe ಮಾಡಿ 95% lanthanides, 5% iron, traces of sulfur, carbon, aluminum, and calcium. Clear? Next question. All Cu+2 halides are known except iodide, means copper in +2 state, cupric iodide. So that is not known. Give reason. For the question number 58, so Cu+2 salts are known. Salts are known, but CuI2 is not known, since it oxidizes. Cu+2 oxidizes iodide to iodine. So copper and iodine, 2I-. Clear? Copper +2, copper in +2 state, that oxidizes iodide to iodine. For this reason, CuI2 is not known. ಈಗ aqueous solution ತಗೊಂಡಾಗ copper +2 state ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, iodide ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದೇ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ cupric ion ಏನಿದೆ that oxidizes iodide to iodine. So that is why your option is, so question 58, second option is correct. Second option is cupric ion oxidizes iodide to iodine. Clear? Next question. So another question is cerium atomic number is 58, is an important member of the lanthanides. It is an important member of lanthanide. Which of the following statement about cerium is incorrect? So wrong statement ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So incorrect statement is ನೋಡಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾಗರ incorrect statement. The question is common oxidation state of cerium are +3 +4. The possible common oxidation state is +3 possible, and also it exists in +4 state. That's also right, because in +4 state it is a good oxidizing agent. So our question number 59 alle first option is correct, but our incorrect statement. Second, +3 oxidation state of cerium is more stable than +4 oxidation state. That is also correct. Second statement is correct. +4 oxidation state of cerium is not known in solutions. It is known. So +4 oxidation state of cerium is known. So not known ಅಂತ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So ಹಾಗಾಗಿ third option is wrong. That is your option. Note. +4 oxidation state of cerium is not known. +4 oxidation state of cerium is known. Cerium 4 acts as an oxidizing agent. That is also right. So hence for the question number 59, third option is correct. Clear? Next question. Match the column 1 with column 2 and mark the appropriate choice. ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. An element which can show +8 oxidation state. Observe now. For the question number 60. A. Element can show +8 oxidation state is osmium. So +8 oxidation state is osmium. So option ಏನಾಗರೆ A3 ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ. So A3 ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ. A3 ಎಲ್ಲ ಐತಿ ಹುಡುಕ್ರಿ. So A3 is in A3. So look here, A3 is in fourth option. Clear? So A3. So not in first option A1, second option A2, third option A4, fourth option A3. So fourth option is right. So this is the in fourth option. That is correct. Next second one, +7 state is most stable oxidation state. In its oxidation is manganese. That is also right. B4. Clear? Then radioactive lanthanide is promethium. So PM means C2. That is also right. So hence for the question number 60, fourth option is correct. A3, B4, clear? And then C2, then D1. Clear? So ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ fourth option is correct. Next question. Which of the following statement is correct about the stability of the complexes of lanthanides? Which of the following statement is correct? Stability of the complexes increases as the size of lanthanide decreases. This is the correct statement. Stability of the complexes decreases as the size of lanthanide decreases. That is also correct. Lanthanide do not form complexes. Yes, all the complexes of lanthanides have the same stability. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ stability increases as the lanthanides size decreases. ನೋಡಿ size decrease ಆದರೆ stability increases ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ which is the correct statement? Which of the following statement is correct ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So first option is right. Stability of the complexes increases as the size of lanthanoid decreases, right? The stability of complexes decreases, size decreases, that is wrong. Lanthanoid don't form complexes, wrong. All the complexes of lanthanoids have same stability, that is also wrong. So first option is right for question number 61. So first option is correct. So stability increases as size decreases. Clear? So for the question 61, first option is correct. Next, let us move on to another question. Which is the non-lanthanoid element? ನೋಡಿಗ non-lanthanoid element ಯಾವುದು? Which is the non-lanthanoid element? Lanthanum is non-lanthanoid. Yes. For the question number 62, one is non-lanthanum is non-lanthanoid. Non-lanthanoid. ಇದು ಲ್ಯಾಂಥನಾಯ್ಡ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಡಿ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್. ಲುಟೇಷಿಯಂ, ಪ್ರೆಸಿಯೋಡೇಮಿಯಂ, ಪ್ರೊಮೀಥಿಯಂ, so second, third and fourth. So these are lanthanoids. Lanthanum is non-lanthanoid. So for the question 62, first one is correct. Next, clear? For the question 62, first option correct. Next question. Which of the following statement concerning the lanthanoid elements is false? Lanthanoid elements false ಇರತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Which of the following statements concerning the lanthanoid elements is false? ತಪ್ಪು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. All lanthanoids are highly dense metals. All lanthanoids are highly dense metals. ಕೇಳಿರೋದೇನೋ lanthanoid is false ಅಂತಾರೆ. So first one is correct. More characteristic oxygen state of lanthanoid elements is +3. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿರೋದೇನೋ false ಆಗಿರೋದು. That is the correct statement. +3 is correct. Then third statement, lanthanoids are separated from one another by ion exchange method. That is also correct. Ionic radii trivalent lanthanoids steadily increase. Ionic radii increases with increase in the atomic number. That is wrong because lanthanoid contraction in case of trivalent positive metal ions of lanthanoids with increase in atomic number. So as the nuclear charge increases, so size decreases. Here, so ionic radii of trivalent lanthanoids steadily increase. That is wrong. So fourth option is wrong for question number 63. So let clear the false statement. So question number 63 ge fourth option is correct. Clear? Next, question number 6. Next question. Consider the following statements. For the question number 64, consider the following statements. Lanthanum hydroxide is basic. That is wrong. Basic character decreases. That is why the lanthanoid hydroxide LaOH price is more basic. This is more basic. Zirconium and hafnium +4 possess almost the same ionic radii. That is also correct. So same ionic radii. Zn +4 and hafnium +4 state, same radii. Cerium +4 is an oxidizing agent. Cerium +4 as an oxidizing agent. So cerium +4 that acts as an oxidizing agent. Alva? Cerium +4 oxidizing agent. That is correct. Lanthanide is least basic or least basic anta kodidare. So hagagi your option is second one and third one. These are correct. Second and third one means second option is correct for question number 64. Zirconium, hafnium, almost same atomic radii, same ionic radii. Cerium +4 oxidizing agent. Clear? Second option is right. ನೋಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಬೇಸಿಕ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಟ್ us move on to the another question. Identify the correct statement among the following. 4f and 5f orbitals are equally shaded. That is wrong. So for the question number 65, so first option is wrong. Alle false statement kelidare, that is correct. So incorrect statement, this is incorrect. D block element shows irregular and erratic chemical properties among themselves, that is a correct statement. Lanthanum and lutetium have partially filled d orbitals and no other partially filled orbitals, right? Plus 3 state alli lanthanum and lutetium have partially filled d orbitals anta helidare, and no other partially filled orbitals anta helidare. That is correct. Yakandre lanthanum plus 3 lutetium plus 3 filled and no other partially filled orbitals. But ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವರು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದಿ ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಮಾಂಗ್ ದಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್. ಇನ್ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್, 4f and 5f orbitals are equally shaded. Wrong, because 4f orbital is nearer to the nucleus when compared to 5f orbital. Clear? That is wrong statement. Second option correct. Third one is also correct. Fourth one, chemistry of various lanthanides is very similar. Various lanthanide is very similar. That is also correct. Since for the question number 65, first one is right. Next question. Actinoids in general shows more oxidation state than lanthanides. ನೋಡಿ, actinoid shows more oxidation states when compared to lanthanides. Reason is, so in lanthanoids 4f orbitals are there, 4f, 5d, 6s. In actinoids 5f, 6d, 7s. Clear? ನೋಡಿ, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? Main reason for this is higher energy difference between 5f and 6d orbitals than between 4f and 5d. Wrong. Lower energy difference between 5f, 6d orbitals. That is the correct statement. For the question 66, second option is right. Lower energy difference between 5f and 6d orbitals than between 4f and 5d. Clear? Second option. This is the main reason, since energy difference between 5f and 6d, it becomes very much less. Hence, the electrons of both the f and d orbitals are participating in chemical bond formation. Therefore, the more number of actinides series elements can entering into the formation of more number of different oxidation states. Clear? So, hence for the question number 66, second option is correct. Next question. What is the total number of inner transition elements in the periodic table? So, inner transition elements means F block elements. So, in F block 14 elements plus 14 elements, totally 28 elements. So your option is fourth option. Fourth option is right for question number 67. Totally 28, 14 elements lanthanides, 14 elements actinoids. Next question. Which of the following catalysis is not correctly matched with the reaction? ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ catalysis is not correctly matched? Vanadium pentoxide ನೋಡಿ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Vanadium 5 oxide is contact process for the oxidation of SO2 and SO3. ನೋಡಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ, ವೆನೇಡಿಯಂ ಪೆಂಟಾಕ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ V2O5 ಅನ್ನ in the manufacture of sulfuric acid ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. This is correct. Finely divided iron in Haber's process is conversion of ammonia and hydrogen to ammonia. So nitrogen and hydrogen to ammonia. In the manufacture of ammonia by Haber's process, finely divided iron is used. That is also correct. Then third one, platinum chloride. So for the question number 68, platinum chloride. Note third option. So not platinum chloride, PdCl2. PdCl2 that catalyzes the oxidation of ethylene to acetaldehyde. Ethylene to acetaldehyde. So this is correct. But platinum chloride anta kottidare, that is wrong. So hence incorrect is for the question 68, third one. Nickel in the presence of hydrogen for the conversion of reducible oxide to Ge, that is also correct. Clear? So here not platinum chloride, palladium chloride, PdCl2 that involves the oxidation of ethylene to acetaldehyde. Clear? Next. Match the column 1 with column 2 and mark the appropriate choice. ನೋಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? Mixed metal. Mixed metal is alloys of lanthanide, A2. So A2. Mixed metal alloys of lanthanide. Ziegler attack catalyst, brass and Ziegler attack catalyst is A3. Sorry, B3. So B3. Good. A2, B3 allidaru. So A2, B3 is in second option. Second option is right for the question number 69. So second option is correct. Similarly, brass. Notice second option there, brass C4. C4 it is an alloy of copper and zinc. In the alloy of copper and tin under branch. Thanks for the question 69. Second option is right. Next question. Negative part of the addendum adds on to the carbon atom of the double bond containing least number of hydrogen atoms. This rule is called negative part of the addendum. Negative part of the reagent adds on to the double bonded carbon which carries least number of hydrogen. So that is Markovnikov's rule. So for the question answer the Markovnikov's rule. Markovnikov's rule. So question number 70. Third option is right. Third one. Markovnikov's rule. Negative part of the reagent adds on to the double bonded carbon which carries less number of hydrogen. That is the Markovnikov's rule.